Welcome back to Wallflowers. So it's early morning now on a Sunday and I'm just about to do Mr. Wallflowers and myself a nice omelette for breakfast. So I opened the sausage slices, the finger sausage slices that I purchased this week that have been sat in the freezer. This video is literally going to be about me restocking food containers that I use or household containers that I use from a bulk buy. So breaking them down into smaller parts that are usable and bringing out the bulk stock to restock everything that I use. I hope that makes sense. You'll see. Reportioning, yeah. So I'm going to vacuum seal the sausage slices, and I've decided to put 30 slices in each bag, so bear with me. So that's 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 4, 7, 11, 14, 15. Vacuum sealer is already switched on and ready to go. Didn't take the protector out. So in it goes, clips closed, and push down. And for some reason it's deciding not to work. It's basically sealed, but it's not vacuumed it.
Cut that off and move it down.
Right. So I've cut the bag down. As you know, on this channel, I don't edit it to make myself look good. We do the actual real thing of what's happening in real time. And anyone who hasn't vacuum sealed before won't worry. I've got one friend locally and she vacuum sealed recently and was asking me for advice why the bag didn't actually vacuum seal. It's sealed but it didn't vacuum, and I talked her through it, and it was the quantity in the bag at the end of the day. And I told her to do exactly what I've just done here, cut the bag down to size. So we'll go again. There we have it, sausage meat vacuum sealed. So I will continue to do the rest of the tray and get those ready for the freezer. So as you can see, I've cut the bag down and it's just a perfect little package of 30 slices. I'll continue to go around the kitchen and the house and restock from the bulk buys. So out of that kilo tub, I've managed to get 6 bags of 30 slices, which will be 6 more meals. Also a bag of just under, which is 23 slices, which will be sufficient for me to keep in the fridge. We can use that for sandwiches, we can use that for another meal. And as I say, I'm in the middle of making an omelette, so I've used 23, 24 slices to go in the omelette this morning. So that'll be 6, 7, 8 meals out of the kilo of sausage slice. So that's how I've portioned it out. So I'm just making the omelette, and I'm a morning omelette for Mr. Wallflowers and I. I've just cooked off a couple of tomatoes, a couple of slices of tomatoes, should I say. I've cooked off some of the Cumberland sausage slices. I've just cooked off some spring onions. I've whisked 2 eggs. 4 eggs. Mr. Wallflowers whisked the eggs, obviously, in a jug. Just going to pour them all in. Going to add the slices of the tomato. As I say, the spring onions are pre-cooked, the slices of tomato are pre-cooked. Just turn the temperature down slightly. The sausage is pre-cooked, just slightly. Probably a lot of sausage here for an omelette, but I'm sure we'll enjoy it. And also I've got some of the sheep cheese, and it actually needs using up, so I'm just going to pour a nice amount of cheese in the omelette. Okay. Keep turning the pan round so it's evenly cooked on this ring, because obviously the pan's a lot bigger than the ring. I'm going to light the grill. And once I'm happy that most of the base is cooked, which I am, I'm now going to take off the hob. I'm going to place it under the grill. Doesn't take that long. And same as underneath, I reposition the pan so I'm getting all sides. We like an omelette, the size of that pan, it's a rather large slice of omelette that we have each, and it's quite filling. Mr. Wallflowers is watching the Everton game in between recording the videos, so a nice filling breakfast, and he'd be very happy.
Stroke dinner.
A stroke dinner, yeah. So just keep repositioning the pan so we're getting all sides. That was going to roll back out of me then, wasn't it? Yeah. Generally for a breakfast, quite a lot of times we'll just eat toast with just butter or with jam on. Occasionally I like a bowl of porridge. Mr. Wolfhouse doesn't like porridge. Or of a weekend when we're together, we'll have a nice big fry up or an omelette. Quite a filling breakfast for the two of us together. And that really seems to be the extent of our breakfast personally. I know a lot of adults still eat cereal and have all number of different things. A lot of people have juices or different things for breakfast, but we're quite simple eaters really. You know, during the week a slice of toast or a bowl of porridge is more than sufficient. We leave the more filling breakfast for a weekend when we're both together. So you can see this is just coming on now. It's all, the cheese is melted, giving it a nice white topping, which will be delicious. If I can just get my slice out. What kind of breakfast do you have? I know people in different countries will have many different breakfasts, but wherever you are, what type of breakfast do you have on a regular basis? Is it similar to us or does it vary a lot? You just see that cheese just browning up slightly now, just bubbling. Can you smell it, Mr. Wallflowers?
Yep. That'll take us through till tea time.
Yeah.
Probably have the rest of that soup for tea.
We will, the leek and potato. And there we have it. I can smell the cheese melted. So we've got the sausage meat, the onion, the tomato and the cheese. It'll be absolutely delicious. Bon appetit. So here I'm just taking the tea bags out of the really large box and filling the jar we use every day. The really large box was considerably cheap in the food initiative, and it's the best cost-effective way to do it. Here I am now filling the vinegar bottle that we use regularly. The small size is enough for the cupboard, and I'm using a really large bottle of vinegar to refill it with. Again, the same with the salt, except the salt was a cheap small packet I managed to buy of sea salt, so rather than have 2 containers in the cupboard, I'm using that. The ketchup, as you know, cost me £2 for 5 litres, and I regularly fill up the ketchup bottle. Again, I do this with the washing up liquid, the dish liquid. I paid slightly more for this from a shop, and I regularly fill up the bottle we keep in the cupboard. That's just the right size for daily use. And again, my hand wash that I use at the sink, I managed to get a freebie at one of the groceries, and I fill that up too. Again, I keep the sugar in a glass jar and I refill that from a larger sugar bag. The brown sauce I also refill on a regular basis to keep in a small bottle for the cupboard, and that cost me £3. You'll see the red stickers indicate 3. Here I'm taking the plastic inner out of the oil bottle that we prefer to use, a glass bottle, and I'm filling it up with oil from a 10 litre container. and we've had that for a really long time, and it's still going. We only use it for the chip pan. This is me filling up the water filter, and now we're set for the whole day. Thanks for joining. So regulars to the channel will know that when I shop at the food initiatives, if I see a bulk buy that I can use, then I'll always pick the bulk buy up, and in the long term that will save me money. So for instance, the ketchup bottles that I buy in 5 litre tubs, ketchup tubs should I call them, usually cost me £2, and out of that I will get 8 to 9 refills of the bottle we keep in the cupboard. So overall that's saving me a lot of money. The brown sauce container costs £3, and the brown sauce bottle is slightly smaller, and I'll get over 10 refills for that smaller brown sauce bottle. The tea bags approximately cost me £1.50, and I will get 6-7 jar refills of the tea bags to use. Can save me a real large amount of money. So whenever you see a bulk buy and it's really low priced and it's a product you can use, I'd totally advise you to do it. If you've got space to put it in a pantry or put it in a store cupboard and just refill the smaller bottles or the smaller jars that you use in the kitchen, it's absolutely perfect and will save an awful lot of money. Okay, just a short video today to just show the run round of how I restock. Thanks for joining us, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.